Hello ladies and gentlemen, FrozenStag here, and welcome to the start of something very different. We are going to be doing a Divide and Conquer faction custom battle tournament. Now, what essentially this will involve, what I will do is basically put factions against one another in a custom battle scenario, probably the plain fields map, so there's no terrain advantage or anything, it's just a plain battle map. And essentially the faction will fight it out. Whoever wins, wins, and they will carry on through round 2, through the quarterfinals, and eventually to the finals. So that's essentially the basic gist of it. I'll talk more about it in a second, but I'll talk a little bit about how it's going to go. Essentially, it depends obviously how long each battle goes on for, but I'm probably aiming for one battle per video. So the first episode today will be, of course, dedicated to Noldor and the Goblins of Moria. Very samey sort of orc factions, so it'll be quite interesting to see who comes out on top out of those two. I'd say the goblins have an advantage because of a certain giant flaming ball of terror that they have. But we'll talk more about that in a bit. But anyway, we're going to the main, what factions are going up against what factions. So, as you can see, I've gone through that. I've sort of tried and done the rows into sort of a generic sort of idea of what, if that makes any sense. I've tried to put them into different categories. So, yeah. If anyone wondering, I'm using the Bracket HQ. I'll leave a link to this as well. The tournament. I've been drinking alcohol, so my stomach is sort of my mouth really is just betraying me slightly. But I'll leave a link to this so you can view and see what's going on as I upload and record them. But yeah, so I'm aiming for one episode a week. I've gone through and actually updated my upload schedule, so this will be up on Thursdays, I believe. So every Thursday, every week, on a Thursday, you'll get an episode of this. My idea is to do, obviously, every single faction, and we'll do every battle all over the place. And then eventually, we may branch out and do other mods. I figured Divide and Conquer version 5 is a good place to start. I then maybe do a poll later down the line, going through, deciding what factions we'd like to do next, sort of thing. A submod that I'm using alongside Divide and Conquer version 5 is the Noldor of Eregion, which has been recently released for version 5 of Divide and Conquer. And it's thanks goes out to Fingon for, of course, letting me know that the submod was ready and it was ready to be installed. And I figured, in repayment, and also because I kind of wanted to add the Noldor into this tournament thing, then I figured why not use the submod that he's so graciously, but not given to me. It's been released to the public, but he's just let me know early. So yeah, it also comes hand in hand with a submod that I'm going to be eventually working on. Nothing anytime soon. I'm still working on two other submods for now, but eventually something will happen with Noldor of Eregion or version 5 of DAC, and now I'll make a little submod out of that. Anyway, we'll talk about what factions go up against what. Some unfortunately have I don't know why these two couldn't have just been in their own bracket, but I don't know. You can't. It's generated not as it is shown to you, so it's annoying. I think if there was a 28 faction in DAC, I could probably add in. It would just go into different sessions, but it hasn't. So we just have to. I think if there was another one, this would expand to a bigger one. I think maybe I don't know. Either way, it hasn't done it unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. I'm afraid. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing Noldor versus the Goblins of Moria. That is the first battle. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to be controlling one cavalry unit, which I'm going to run away immediately as the battle starts. And we'll basically watch the two armies fight one another. And whoever wins the battle will go up to round 2. They will fight it out. Whoever wins that one will go to the quarterfinals. Whoever wins out the next option goes to the semi-finals. And then eventually the finals will be the last battle. There won't be you can do loser rounds, but I'm not overly bothered about that. We just do a winning round rather than doing lots of different other rounds. It'll get really confusing. So it's better not to. Let's just stick with one at a time. One winning round rather than doing loser rounds. It will just get confusing. Especially as it may be quite a few episodes of the battles. So yeah. Is my microphone at the right volume I want it to be? Yes, it is. I think so. Anyway, right. So Noldor Goblins of Moria is who's in the battle today. Again, if the battles are quite short, which could happen, I may look at maybe just doing 2 videos, 2 battles per video, depending how long they go on for. The finals and the semi-finals I may do as one last final video, I think, depending how it goes. But anyway, let's begin. So Dolgador, and Goblin Samora are going up first. Whoever wins out of that lot goes against Isengard. The next one after that would be the. So what I'll do is I'll do it in round 1 order. So we go down the list here, and then I'll go down the list on this side, and then we'll do the round 2, and then like do it in that order, and then quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. If that makes any sense. So yeah, the next one is Mordor and Angmar, which could be quite interesting. Mordor's again, some of their units are pretty powerful. Angmar's also got some decently powerful units as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Also, Gundabad and Varys of Khand go next, so whoever wins out of that lot goes into the round 2. So Gundabad and the Khand could be quite interesting. Interesting to see how that pans out. The next one are the Dwarfs, so Khazad-dûm and Erebor. Whoever wins out of that 2 go up against Ered Luin. So it's best who's going to be the better Dwarf faction out of those 3, which will be quite interesting to see. And this one up here is going to be like the better Orc faction, minus Khand a bit, but yeah. My hope was Orcs are good and bad were going to fight against Isengard, which, to be honest, I could change that, actually. What am I doing? What am I doing? If I just quickly... Because that would be better, actually, if Khand get to fight... Oh, I missed out the D. Because if Khand... Is that going to work? There you go. Yeah, because if Gundabad and Isengard are quite evenly matched in some of the units, so them fighting... So we can see who the best Orc faction would be out of all that. And minus Khand, of course, but we just have to roll with that, I'm afraid. Let me just say that. So Orcs, Gundabad and Isengard fight it out, and then Mordor and those 2 fight out who's the better Orc faction. Naturally, I'll use him off the top of my head. I can already assume Dolgador and Goblin Samora would be not as good as these 4. Although you never know, because the Goblins do have a Balrog. So, we'll see. Khazad-dûm, Erebor, Ered Luin, yeah, they'd be whoever the hell the better Dwarf faction is. And the next one is the Ardenheim and Dol Amroth, which is, I think, is quite an interesting matchup. Dol Amroth has some decent units, and so do the Ardenheim. So, them will fight out. Whoever wins out of that lot will go up against Gondor, and decide who's the better Gondorian faction, I suppose. And then moving over to the other side, you have the Dunlendons and the Clans of Antwife fighting out between who's the better Dunlendon Antwife guy in down that region. So that'll be quite interesting. And whoever wins out of that lot will go up against the Dunedain, which will be an easy, well, not easy, it'll be a very difficult challenge for them. The next is the Breland. So yeah, another one. I won't be controlling the faction fighting each other. Like, I'm just going to play as a random faction on their same, like, one of the teams, and I'm going to run my unit away and get out of the way and let them fight out, essentially. The next option is the Breland and Easterlings of Rune, which is quite an interesting matchup, I think. Bree versus the Rune. 2 factions that are, like, literally opposite, miles away from each other. So seeing whoever wins out of that 2 would be quite interesting. The next one is the Harrington Tribes and the Rohan. Again, we saw how the Mumakil destroyed the Rohirrim in the Battle of the Pernor Fields. So it'd be interesting to see if Rohan and Harad see how they get on with the Mumakil this time around. The next one is these sort of ones out of almost like you sort of have the out of almost the Northman sort of fashions. So Dale and Anduin Vale them fighting each out would be quite interesting. 2 factions that don't tend to fight one another, so seeing how they perform against each other will be quite interesting. The next you have Vale of the Winning and the Woodland Realm. The Winning do have some good men units, but their elven units are also pretty good as well. So it'd be good to see if they can counter the elves with the Avari. And the next one is the High Elves and the Noldor of Eregion. 2 factions that are very similar to each other. Noldor do have some better units, so it'd be interesting to see if the High Elves are victorious in that setting. And whoever wins out of those 2 will go up against Lothlorien, so it could be quite interesting. So yeah, without further ado, we'll jump straight into Dolgador versus the Goblins. I've already got the game open, so we can just jump straight in. I will up the volume a bit. We are almost certainly going to get copyright strikes in Divide and Conquer, so I don't have the music thing, which is fine. I don't make loads of money on YouTube anyway. I make some, like it's barely anything, so it's not like I'm losing tons and tons of money. I can live with that. Sorry, we'll change this because I just don't like the using the arrow keys if I can avoid it. So to change that. It changes a bunch of settings, but it doesn't matter. I'm not playing this. If I was in the campaign, I'd be a little bit more concerned, but I'm not in the campaign at all. I'll make the video settings all at the highest they can be. Yeah, that's fine. Failing to click on the thing. I'll show you what I mean with the. So we go to custom battle. We do all for now, because we could. Because yeah, so having all selected gives us access to some of the mercenary units. Whereas if we do just click on late, we don't get some of the mercenaries. Which is something I'm thinking we do the late option instead of the, because I did contemplate maybe doing the all option. If that's Mordor for now, but if I go to if I actually show you off the goblins a minute, they don't get the Balrog, unfortunately. Hang on. That's what the goblins have, and you go to the all section, and it comes with the Balrog and a few of the mercenary units that they get as well. So I think we go for the all setting. I think because it just adds there's a bit more units variety involved. I can do 2 armies, so I may have a 2 army. Although the only issue is that some of one of the armies like spawns miles away from the other one, which is a little annoying. But there's not really a lot that you can do about that, unfortunately. So we go for all. We go for very hard battle difficulty. So I imagine the AI will still be mildly intelligent. Grassy Plain is the map we're playing. We'll go for about afternoon, so it's about during the day. Hopefully the weather's nice as well. So, goblins. It was goblins, wasn't it? Yeah. Goblins and Doggador, yeah. And I'll show you what I'll do with the unit that's running away. So, what we'll do, because the human player has to start first for some reason. So, I'll quickly just play as. I'll give you an opportunity to show off some of the Eregion units as well while I'm at it. I'll show off the Wifey Rookie and Knights, who look splendid. Yeah. So we'll set up Doggador first. And so what we're going to do is go through. I'll make sure they have unlimited money as well. I'll set up more as well. And what I'll do with these guys is run them away. Like, they won't be involved in the battle at all. It's got unlimited for the monies, and I'm not going to like go through and put experience or armor upgrades, any of that. It'll just be the units as their base stat value. So yeah, we're going to go select through each unit and go through everyone. I am playing on a huge unit scale as well. I don't know if some people may disagree or maybe better results not playing huge unit scale, but I think it doesn't really matter that much. And then we do a second army with Doggador in a moment. I'll go through the goblins. So a lot of like basic goblin units there. That means the game might lag a bit, but it's fine. We'll set up a second force now. And go. For some reason the game goes orangey when you do that. I don't know why it does that. It's just really weird. It's one of those weird things that I just don't really understand. And then we pick. Oh. Flame Wrangler, you guys. Yeah, that's about even, I'd say. Well, I mean, slightly. What we will do as well, I just thought of this, so thought it probably makes sense to do it. If there's a unit, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in their spare army, and we have to match that with our with Gundabad, Doggador. So what I will do is give them a, because they've got the Balrog, which is a very powerful unit of attack of very powerful again. So what I will do is give them another powerful unit, the strongest that we have, which would be the Olokai. I think that would make it a little bit more balanced. But again, the addition of the Balrog is something I'm not going to take away, because yes, they are quite a strong unit, but I'm not going to take away the fact that they have a Balrog. That is simply a advantage the goblins have, and I'm going to just let them have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, if they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'll match that and add in another unit that's say as good as say if they've got like a really powerful unit like the Balrog, I'll give them a strong unit as well. I do believe that's it. I can show you off the fully upgraded the Gwaifi Rookie Knights, who I will say are absolutely fantastic. I'll give it'd be my little opportunity to show off the submod. Yeah, Noldor of Eregion, if you haven't played the submod, it is really worth playing. So yeah. Serpkins. Today's drink, I'm drinking my peanut butter whiskey liqueur that I'm still drinking. Which, to be honest, it's just taking a while to drink. It's quite a lot in it. I had a lot of the banana caramel rum I got, and it was absolutely beautiful. Oh, it was fantastic. So yeah, I've gone through an update of the schedule. Why I've got your attention? I'll chat a bit about the schedule that I've just set up. But these are the Gwaifu Ricken Knights. When I don't know if they have fully upgrade, because I'm pretty sure I looked at these guys earlier, and they were the exact same, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, so the goblins are there. I'll go quickly show off the units, and yes, I can use the WADS keys. Oh, I love that. It's beautiful. I just can't. I hate the arrow keys in any game. Just so annoying. But these are what the Gwaifu Ricken Knights look like. They are really good units. Attack of 17, charge bonus 13, defense 34, lock morale, very good units. And they have a secondary attack of 13. Which I'm not quite sure. Is that? I'm assuming that must be their swords, and I'm guessing. But yeah, I'll quickly go chat a bit about the schedule before we jump straight right into it. I'll just funnel my guys over here, and hopefully they go that way. Knowing the AI, they probably won't, but I'll try and get them to go that way. So yeah, I've gone for an update of the schedule. So Mondays, you'll be getting the House of the... Well, not House of Wessex. I've changed that bloody name of the series, and I keep forgetting. The Wessex Dynasty will be going up on Mondays. So every Monday in the week, you will get a Wessex Dynasty video at 6 PM BST, which is just my general normal time. I can show off units while I'm talking. It's my just normal time. You see what I mean? So these small armies here will spawn over there, and yet their small army will spawn over here. So it's really annoying. But again, I can't do much about how the AI places their armies. It's just annoying. So just something you'll have to put up with, I'm afraid. So yeah, Mondays you get the Wessex Dynasty. On Tuesdays, you'll be getting the Game of Thrones Telltale series, which I said I was going to start alongside the, or rather after the Game of Thrones RPG series, but I'm going to start it at around the same time. And so that'll be going up on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays will be the Jon Snow series. Right now we're going to be doing a poll, which you would have already seen. If you haven't already seen it, go watch it. Basically doing a poll at the moment, deciding on what faction, what house / dynasty Jon Snow will take. So there's a poll up for that. So hopefully next Wednesday, the poll will have reached a conclusion, and we'll be able to choose what dynasty we'll be playing as Jon. And that series will of course be up on Wednesdays each week. Again, I can't control where they place their units as well. That is entirely up to the AI, I'm afraid. But essentially, this little series I'm doing now will be quite fun. And if you're wondering, yes, it will be up every Thursday. Which, again, I think will be quite enjoyable. I love the Mauls, by the way. Not the Mauls, sorry, the Merkwood Hunters. No. So the Hunters, oh, they are a missile unit. It did not look like a missile unit to me. Must for axe or something. Little scouts, which always look pretty nice. I quite like Dumbledore as a faction. It always gives my opportunity to maybe talk a bit about my personal opinions of each faction. But I do quite like Dumbledore. I think they're quite interesting. I've always liked Dumbledore. I think they're just an interesting little faction in Mirkwood. The starting musician's quite interesting. I'm just all around a big fan of Dumbledore, to be honest. That's your general at the back there. So I love the look of that. The generals for this. And of course, in version 5 of that, you have the spiders, which I just absolutely love spiders. I just think they're such a cool unit. And now they fix them as well, it's amazing. They are in DCI, although I think they're a little buggy in DCI, but hopefully they administer the fix that DAC version 5 have done. I'll quickly just start the battle a minute, run them away, and I'll show off the units for each. The other of our enemy, well not enemies, but the Goblins of Mora, and there he is, the Baroque. So yeah, Thursdays will be this will be every week. On Thursdays and Friday will be the Game of Thrones RPG series. My plans for what will come after then, because I'm sure some will probably wonder what I'll do after them. So I'm sure some will probably wonder, oh, what is your plans after? After the Dynasty series for Wessex and Jon Snow, whichever, of course I don't know what house it will be yet. But of course, when the series ends for Jon Snow, then, or probably Wessex first, more likely to end before that, to be honest. Then they will be replaced with either Lannister Dynasty for Lannister Dynasty and the Harlaw Dynasty for House Harlaw in the Iron Isles and the Lannisters in the Westerlands.
which will take place after then. When the Telltale series ends, there will be a new series with the Forrester Dynasty, which will be I'm quite looking forward to that. It's always been my plan to play the Telltale series and do a Forrester series straight after, so that's what we do. That'll happen pretty much straight after, as you can imagine. So Forrester Dynasty series will take up the slot for when the Telltale series wraps up. And I'm not sure. Again, my plan is to do other like custom battle tournaments, but again, it will be about how popular it is as well. I imagine it will be quite interesting. A lot of people do like custom battles, so hopefully it is met with some sort of support, and hopefully we can carry it on for other submods like Federation Reforged, Detail Last Alliance, Elder Scrolls, the vanilla Medieval 2 Turtle War, potentially even some other Turtle War games like Empire, or potentially even Attila, maybe. But again, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on what you would like and what other ones you'd like to hear more of. So yeah. On Fridays, when the Game Friends RPG game wraps up, I will replace it with a Total War series, and hopefully by the time that's all done, my Westeros Total War War of Conquest submod should be complete, and I'll do a faction vote for that. And then we will choose, and whoever the hell wins that faction vote will be a faction that we will play in a series, and that'll be up on Fridays. So that's my general eventual plan. So yeah, hope that makes sense. There's the Bolgs Champions back there. Got some of the just static Goblin guys. There's your Mangonels, which is quite an interesting unit for the Goblins have. It's quite a unique one, which I think is really cool. And then you have the Balrog, which is the Balrog in version 5, for those who don't know, is a unit, basically. And it's a bit derpy, but it doesn't crash the game, so that's the main thing. So it's basically a unit, it's basically a troll unit, essentially, but it's a lot stronger, and they have, like, horns, which I think is really cool. Interesting design, I quite like it. But yeah, you can see the issue here is that they have a big gap. Hopefully it shouldn't affect the scoring too much. If we have any issues where it does, then we'll have to review that at the time. But yeah, some more Goblins and the Wargs there. So these are Warg Pack, which is now on her own, which is a new unit as well, I think, for version 5. The, God, what's the name of this unit? The Orc, crap. I don't know if it'll tell me. No, it won't. It's the guys are shaman dudes, basically. A lot of Goblins are very grey-brown sort of unit colour design. My thoughts on the Goblins, I think they are very bland. They need a rework, which I think is the plan for version 6. Which I think is in desperate need of... Yeah, again, they could definitely do a rework. The Dolgador, do they really need a rework? Probably wouldn't say they do, to be honest. Because the Goblins are... the Dolgador, sorry, are already quite interesting with the Nazgul and stuff like that. And the starting position. But I welcome any like script to that would change up the game for any faction, really, like they've done with all the other like Dwayne, Dunedain, etc. I'd be keen for any sort of like submod that touches, or not submod, sorry, but any sort of thing that touches up the Dolgador or any other faction in DAC. Really, it just makes it a bit more interesting. I think these are the Axos the Violence, these guys, aren't they? Yeah. Alright. Run you guys out of the battle. Going that way. That's fine. Right, now my best is to try and view as much as happens in the video. Although it's going to be hard because there's a lot going to be going on in the battlefield. So yeah. Of course I could. And depending on how this goes, I may do a replay. But it's just saves so much time. Just saves so much time just doing the battle now. They've already started firing. And that's a complete miss by the Goblins. Oh, this one. No, okay. Okay, I'm trying to keep eyes on everything going on. But it seems the War Scouts are moving in for an attack. The Catapult's going for round 2. And no, they've missed completely. Those are the Troll Catapults as well. It seems the War Scouts are... Oh, they've shot a few. Some of the Bolgs Champions just went down there. They are firing. And they've taken them unawares already. Let's have a look what's going on over here. The Orc Hunters are getting nearby. The dogs are already shooting them. Again, there's a lot going on in the battlefield, so we need to try and keep an eye on much as we can. So our Poison Archers, the Wolves are going straight in for the fight against the Archers. Oh, wow. And here come the Shadow Knights going in. Oh, there goes the Troll already. Wow. The Shadow Knights have a hell of a charge. Again, I will try and keep an eye on the Balrog. They've just shot their own men there. So many Goblin Stalkers are going in there fighting. The Shadow Knights are in that charge too long. I would have pulled them out by now if I was playing. The Orc Hunters are getting in combat with the Snaggers. Some of the Mountain Orcs are going in.
Running from the field.
No, that's because
Rally our men before all is lost.
our elves have gone. The Orc Hunters are already routed around, so that's a surprise. The Maulers are going up against the Defilers. Oh, these... Yeah, the Troll Catapult's a bit over the place now. The Olokai are going in against the Orc Hunters, which are armor piercing. They just mass rout there. My god, that's... The Mountain Orcs just really hit them hard, didn't they? Shadow Knights are still going in. Oh, that troll just flattened that one. Marauders run them down. Oh, some big catapults going in there. Oh, right there. That hit a few. They find it right back though, and it just killed some of their own men again. But they did get a nice shot there though. That's, the Marauders just pushed right in against the Uruk Overseers, that's what they're called. The Snagger's already off the field. Utterly hilarious. The Balrog, on the other hand, has already begun his assault. And he's fallen over. Has he died already? No. Okay, I was going to say that was really anticlimactic. The Goblin Strides are riding down the Orc Hunters. Bulls Champions are coming from their rear. I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know what's going on with the Flame Wrangler, but I guess we'll find out what goes on there. All the Dogwooddle hosts going in to support their allies. Again, taking the Balrog down is going to be a hell of a fight, and the Shadow Knights are going in, looking just superb as always.
Only half our force remains.
Yes, it seems the Dogwooddle is losing more men than the Goblins.
Our army is tiring.
Who's died? Oh, one of the Dogwooddle captains, of course. So, which that could either be the main army or the smaller one. We don't know yet. I think it might have been. I don't know. It could be any. They're fighting hard with Mountain Orc Hunters, but they've not had any... They've not actually died. Oh, no, they have. Now they have. Orc Fighters are up against the Ballister crew. That's interesting. I imagine the Orc Fighters should, you know, hold their own. Excuse me. Now, the Bulls Champions are thick in the fight between the Stalkers and the Black Pit Crossbows and all those guys. At this point, we haven't seen the Flame Wrangler in action, unfortunately. The Shadow Rangers are getting some shots off.
Our ally lies dead. Without their general, they may lose heart and flee.
Dogwooddle have lost both their generals, which is already starting to not look good for them already. That's not good. The Uruk Slayers are in combat there with the Goblin Band. I imagine they should easily win that fight. Just because the general has, of course, routed doesn't mean it's quite over yet. But the Balrog, again, proving themselves quite powerful. They have to kill 2 of their number, though. Yeah, again, the Flame Wrangler not performing is a shame. I guess if the Goblins win, then I suppose it might be a chance to see the Flame Wrangler in action once more. The Shadow Knights firing right into the deep of the archers there. Ooh. If they weren't routed already, they've certainly left the field now. The Castellans of Dogwooddle, look at those guys. Did I show them before? Oh, I think I was talking about the schedule. But yeah, the Castellans of Dogwooddle, easily one of my favourite units. They just look so evil and dark, and I just love them. And there's the bodyguards for Nazgûl, I think is a really good idea.
They have lost half their men.
Although in the sub one I'm doing, I'm going to probably rework that and give the Castellans another general, actually, that I have an idea of who, potentially. You'll see when I make the sub one, obviously, but yeah, if anyone's wondering when the hell that's going to be, don't think about, oh, the Flame Wrangler performed. What was that? I keep thinking the Barrel's died, but he hasn't. See if the Flame Wrangler fires again, because they are quite a cool unit. No, it didn't leave it. Ooh. Still a lot of archers left, and the ballista crew is starting. A lot of the Dogwooddle forces have, of course, routed now, which is quite unfortunate. They still have a lot of archers left, and some infantry. I could easily do with supporting their Orc fighters there against the Orc hunters, who are less unarmoured, but at the same time they are armour piercing, so they could easily cut through the Orc fighters like it's nothing, basically. Oh, what's going on here? Common Striders are in combat. What happened to these spiders? Where the hell did the spiders end up? There's a problem with so much going on in the battlefield. It's just... I think did they die? Don't know. To be fair, the spiders aren't as OP as they used to be in old Third Age. There was a new unit that added for AGO. It's like a massive Great Spider unit, but every time I played the game, it just crashed. So, which is unfortunate. Mauls are routing. Again, I don't see the spiders. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe they died. Unless it's them. No. The Orc Horn's being called. The Balrogs left the Khemul Shadow Guard, which is an interesting, very stupid decision that, because they just let those guys die. So, yeah. I think the Balrog must have got involved with the spider. Yeah, I think the Balrog just killed the spiders. Sort of fight going there. Which is why the Stalkers, the Headhunters aren't fighting back. The Balrogs just charged in against the Shadow Rangers, which is not going to be good for them. There's a lot of people roll. God, where's that going? Ooh, and then he almost hit the Balrog. That would have helped the... Oh, we just killed a bunch of the guys there. Castellans are going against the bodyguards, which is quite good. I love the look of the Castellans as well. I think they're meant to be are they undead? No wills of their own. The Castellan Noldor. Oh. Oh, you tell them remember one who's died. Yeah, I think they're half sort of like yeah, so they're basically like half like undead and also half human, which is interesting. I like that unit. I think they're cool. What the hell was the Molokai charging at the Flame Wrangler, but they're pretty battered up there. Look how fearsome it looks. I love the Molokai. They put the trolls, you can tell, you know, like a bit derpy and whatnot, but the Molokai just looks so fearsome. Them just slowly charging in against the Flame Wrangler. I'm dedicating way too much time watching the trolls charge in, but at the same time, it's just so dramatic. Yet they're not firing the Flame Wrangler. They've seemed to have clustered together and have no idea that two giant trolls is coming their way. This might be the end of their Flame Wrangler. Ooh, there they go. Oh, they're charged in. Oh, look at that. Well, the Flame Wrangler's lost. Still a lot of the catapults and trolls go. Now, some of the trolls just charge in there. They are routing. Interestingly, the Snagger Stalkers is actually charging the routing guys there. The Balrog again kicking ass. Be interesting to see how the Balrog gets on with potentially Isengard's finest, the Nazhai, which would be interesting. I think, yeah. Well, no, actually, hang on a minute. It could go either way. There's 73% is they've killed the same amount of each other, which is quite interesting. It shows how evenly matched they are actually against each other, which is interesting. Oh, I just saw. Who's that? Oh, they're firing the dead creatures. I don't often see that much, to be honest. Oh shit! Marauders just charging. Oh, how gruesome that looks. Oh. It's so gruesome, but I love that. I think that's really cool. World champions being chased by the Orc fighters of all things.
Our allies have fled the field like cowards.
I think that's the... I don't know which army that is, to be honest. Headhunters are firing on. Getting shot at by the Black Pit archers. More trolls still alive. The Balrog has done very well today. Just, oh, that troll just went in. Oh dear, I think that, yeah, they're routed. I think Dol Guldur have lost this, I'm pretty sure. Which, against the Balrog, I'm not surprised. I don't think it's the Balrog's doing, to be quite honest. I think there has been a lot of other factors as well. I think them losing their generals as well just hasn't helped in the slightest. How's it going for the Olokai over here? It's still going. Still fighting on. Lowers their morale a bit, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to stop them, and they're routing as well. Who's left? I think they're all literally in retreat. I don't think many of them are returning. I think it's clear to say that the goblins have indeed won this. They've taken heavy casualties, the goblins, but they have won it. I think it's just the trolls fighting on now, pretty much. I'm trying to see if they can beat them, but I think victory today will go to the goblins of Moria. I'll just time 6 it now. It's over pretty much, unless any like big armies come back to fight, but I don't think they will. Although, no, they're routing, and then here come the wargs to finish them off. Oh, no, okay. Oh, that warg just died. Just time 6 it. Yeah, it's the goblins have won this. Yeah, they just shot him. They just shot him. That's so gruesome. Let's have a look at the... Yeah, wow. The goblins of Moria have 1,000 men left. 285 died of their other army. And then, yeah, Ugrum was a small force. Captain Musrak lost 1,900 men. All hundreds survived. 800 survived as well. But yeah, with the sad music playing, I think that's definitely a wrap. I think for the for that. I don't know if I'll bother. I may say I'm going to save the battle replay anyway. So if anyone actually wants the replays at all, just let me know and I'll send it to you on Discord. Oh. Fine, it will do. But yeah, if anyone wants to see the battle replay or want the replays for whatever reason, just let me know. And yeah, just let me know and I'll send it to you on Discord. I'll send it to you via Discord. I won't do it via... I don't even want to have loads of those Google Drives for save for battle replays. Just contact me via Discord and I'll give it to you via them. Via on there. But that's the end of the battle for the goblins and the Dol Guldur. As the battle was quite short than I thought, actually, I may do another one. So I'll just jump out of the game. This is how I'll do the tally up, basically. But with, of course, Dol Guldur winning there, goblins of Moria winning, which I'll submit the score, and then that will go up to the next round. So I think we could just do the round 2, and then it just brings us up to speed to the quarterfinals. But I kind of want to do it. Yeah, I'll do it the way I said before. We could start off with the Dunland. We could go over to the other side now, and yeah, just to mix it up a bit. Otherwise, we have like 2 sets of orcs in one go, one after the other. So I'll do Dunland and Wife, which I think will be fun. But yeah, I'll do one last battle, I think, and then that will wrap things up. But yeah, I have quite enjoyed this so far. It's been quite fun. I wasn't sure if I'd like doing this or not, but I am thoroughly enjoying myself. So I'll do another. I'll use I'll get one of the Darmor's finest, the Knights of Silver Swan, to accompany us in this little fight. And obviously Dunland, so we control Dunland this time around. I don't know how many... Oh god, no, sorry what to do. We'll do 2 team for now. I don't think it has any effect on if, of course, me playing or running away with either faction is given a disadvantage. I don't think it is. They're not in the battle, so it doesn't really matter at that point, I don't think. Yeah, we're players of Knights Silver Swan, just run them away. Give me an excuse to have a look at them. Again, I don't know why it's so like dark, but we just have to roll with it. Now, Dunland has had a rework recently in recent times. So, but yeah, for some reason the orange, I don't know why the orange is a thing. It's just one of these. I don't know if that does anything. So, I think it's more for siege battles, I think. But yeah, we'll go through and select the Dunland forces. And we'll have a little look through them as we go on. They have a lot of Isengard troops now, so that'll make it quite an interesting fight. And there'll also be quite a few Ainswide troops as well. Wolfguard Axemen have been changed from the Eisenmach Axemen. It's hard to remember which ones are all now. Yeah, I liked the Chain of Dillon. I think they're quite interesting now. They've done a good job there, I think. Even got some Rohirrim with them as well. Heralds of the Twofold Kings, they look pretty good. I always quite like the look of those guys. It seems... not quite. Almost had another army there, but no. They have quite a big roster, so we have to obviously now match that with End Wife, who have a significantly smaller roster. So if we go up to about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16 troops, that'll work. So we'll see how they get on, of course. Oh. Select Mordag. And that's Makini now, not Mordag. I'm getting confused. And what I will do, because they have because we try and match it, of course, because it doesn't have a range of different units there, so it's hard to say if they're any better than. So what we do is we just go through the End-wide roster and just select a bunch until it fills up. There we go. That's a bit. That's as even as I'm going to get it. We're out for overdue. Let's kick this off, shall we? One last battle, and then that's just because the start of this new series. I know a lot of people tend to watch episodes a bit longer if it's a newer series, so I'm keen to do the video a little bit longer because it's the start of a new series. Which hasn't been. I haven't really kept in touch with that format recently, if I really, because some videos I've started that first episode has only been half an hour, but I think it's just been due to lack of time when the time recording. I will do a little intro for this as well, like an intro. Just have a look at just how glorious Diamroth look. I can't believe there are people out there like want to get rid of Diamroth. I don't understand why. I think they're a fine faction. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with the Diamroth. If you're going to remove Diamroth as a faction, and I do kind of like the Gondor Submod, I think it's cool. But I really wish if you're going to remove Diamroth, add in another faction, add something new. Like, don't just remove Gondor, remove Diamroth, and then just that's it. Just add something, like, if it's... I'd love to see the Gondor at War, if... I doubt the creators are watching. But I'm in contact with a few of them. Swan, for example. Although I don't know if he's actually on the team, or he's just helping out. Yeah, I mean, I really would appreciate if if they remove Diamroth, add in another faction for Gondor to fight. If it's a Gondor Submod, give Gondor more challenge. Give them something to, like... Maybe like a new faction, something to maybe be a challenge to fight against Gondor, or maybe for Gondor to fight against as well, or just have something other than to remove. Just remove instead of removing a faction, give them another faction to fight. Give something new, rather than just removing Diamroth and that's that. I would really like to see a new faction into the Gondor at War Submod. If the creators of DAC are considering removing Diamroth, which I don't think they will, I do really think that the giving them a actual like a different faction, like maybe a Horrendor faction to fight, like I don't know, the Kingdom of Horrendor is it? I can't remember how you pronounce it. Like a Horrendor faction, a faction in somewhere like in the Western Gondor, that could be a problem. Something interesting for Gondor to be a challenge to Gondor rather than just like removing Diamroth and then just having that really. It'd be nice if they did like replace Diamroth with a new faction. But that's what I would like. If you're ever gonna remove a faction, just replace it with something new rather than just being like, yeah, we're gonna remove these guys and that's basically it. I love the look of these guys though. Very cool. Though I don't agree with the decision with the creator, whoever made this guy, Bill Baraka, I think, he did put his name in like the first like text or something or other. I just think why is I do agree with Galley's sort of statement on that regard. It just seems really, why would you put your name in the unit? I mean, put it in like the unit the credits like document that you have in the mod, rather than just like, yeah, well, I'll put my name in the in the description. It's like just so law breaking as well. You're playing the game, you're playing this game to get immersed in Lord of the Rings, not to just think, oh look, that guy made this and just be reminded it's a mod. You play the game to be immersed, not to be like, oh yeah, well this guy made this mod, that really interesting bit of information that I just so interesting. Like, I don't play a game, and I'm not overly bothered about who made the game. Obviously, you know, I respect the creators and people who made mods and stuff like that. I think, yeah, it's brilliant, good stuff. I love the look of the yellow. That's quite cool. But I'm not overly bothered about it. If I want to find out who voiced a certain character or made a certain part of the mod / game, then I'd look it up. Berserker's there for Dunham, looking nice. Wolfguard, Axeman, look at these guys. Oh. I do love the look of these units, though, I must say. Despite his name being in the description of the unit, which I'm wondering if it's still there, actually. To be honest, I haven't checked. But it's still been the units looking really good. But apart from the ones that we've all seen before. Warband Sentries, got the Urukai Archers at the back there. Warband Blades, look pretty nice. Dunham's rework looks so good. The Orthanc Wardens as well, that's neat. The Endwife Guardsmen, again, I love the Endwife units. You may remember I did the Endwife campaign a while back. Well, we sort of ended it on a bit of a defeat, didn't we, really? So maybe one day we'll return to Endwife and give them a glorious reformation of Athamor and just kick some serious ass. Anyway, rob my guys out of the way. Have a quick little look at Endwife's roster, which I wouldn't, obviously when I played I didn't have a chance to see all of them, but there's some of the cavalry there. There's some of the... Is that a Tauta or my... No, it's not a Tauta, it's one of the Javelin units. I think that's the General's Bodyguard you have. Some of the Air-5 Guardsmen there. Some Dubsheath Raiders, Dubsheath Dunlendon Raiders, sorry. We've got the Mordag Skirmishers down there. Warband Blades. The Leodan Billman. More of the Dubsheath Foresters down there. Got the Endwife Marksman, which I think more of my generals had as a bodyguard, didn't they? When I added that in for them. Saraline Mercenaries looking pretty neat. And you got some more Leodan there. Fallon Warriors. Take Recoil Cross Centauri. I love that, you know. Axe Throwers, massive giant swords. It just looks so good. I think I even gave... I think I remember giving Tremac that bodyguard, didn't I? I remember now. That's quite good. And they're war wagons. Not a massive fan of Javelin units personally, but I just think Javelins don't... They don't just... Oh, not Javelin, sorry, but Chariots, sorry. They just... they don't work as that well, I don't think, in the game, unfortunately. I think some units we've seen before. I think we've seen them, yeah. Probably some we haven't. Have we seen these guys before? I can't remember. More foresters. Yeah. Right, let's begin. I don't want to be here all day. I want to, you know... We'll play another game tonight if I can. Maybe play a bit of a... Assassin's Creed, I haven't played that in a while. Seems the Rahira March is going straight in there. Yep, straight in. Actually, no, the Balani Herders are going... I think they're sort of going in at the same time, aren't they? I think the Chariots are going to catch them up, though. Oh, just ran over a few people. Oh, finally, Herders are getting very close there. The Archers are already firing back. Got the Javelins in, though. Berserkers are going straight in there. Trying to catch them before they run away. Getting straight against skirmishers, it seems. Yep. There they go. And the Chariots there. Some of the Raiders going in there. Oh, wow, look at that. Man, hell of a good hit there with the catapult. How about the clash over here with the Guardsmen? The Archers going hacking in there. Urukai about to clash against the hordes of Endwife. Brennan's Guard going in to meet them. Oh, they're going over there apparently. Keen to fight each other. Brennan Guard just charging against the Tauta. I imagine they will probably easily win that little fight there. The Raiders are in against the Skirmishers. The match of the Archers are going absolutely nuts at the back there. Really hitting the Endwife Guardsmen hard. Battling Warriors against the Cavalry. Again, it's your biggest see that the AI just do not use their cavalry very well.
Our army's running from the field. We must rally our men before all is lost.
Oh, they're chanting. Who's chanting? The Orthanc Wardens are going in there against the Guardsmen. Already they've shattered them around. Which is very interesting to see. Border Guards against the Fallen Border Guards. Interesting little match up there.
General abandons his men.
Oh, they've routed the enemy general. That's quite something. Oh, a lot of where is the tier record? There they are. Somewhere in the mix there. There's a massive two-handed sword there. Go on. Hack at those hill riders. That giant sword. It's Endwife is very ducked. I think most of the Middlemen region is very Scottish. I like it. It's very cool. Well, the Saraline are off.
The enemy are bad. We've lost half of our men.
Oh,
Our men
they've
have
already...
fought long and are becoming tired.
Oh, it seems Endwife lost the catapults. They've been taken over. That's interesting. Dunlan's got the advantage on that side anyway. Endwife cavalry going in. Dubsheep Elders over here. Oh, he just went down. Endwife cavalry just went in there. The Endwife marksmen are off. Dunlan may have already got quite the advantage here, I think. But then again, yeah. Then again, the Orphanc Wardens are running, so maybe not. Warman Blades are going in. Just see how it goes, really. Tigre Coil crossing Tori again, going up against the Warman Sentries and hacking them with their swords. Oh, they do that great. It very helps I haven't actually done any custom actual battles in Able 2 for a little while because I've just been modding most of the time, just testing out battles and stuff, rather than actually sitting down and watching them just go, watching them just hack at each other with swords. It's been a while. Well, the Orphanc Guard are charging, their crossbows up. Bit of friendly fire there. Oh. Mordag have got a bit cornered.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break. We've captured the enemy's general.
I think Endwife isn't doing too well.
Cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
No, then again, a bunch of the guys are running, so if they bring them back, then they might have a better chance. Captain Kadan is dead. Everyone got captured, didn't they? So I think maybe. I think Endwife may have lost both their generals.
Flees like the coward he is.
Yep.
Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Leodan going up against the Harriers. Very brave move there. They're just waiting there, and then the Heralds of Twofold King are going to cut him off as well. And completely circled and utterly routed. That's been a hell of a battle, but I think Dunlan has won this. See how well they do against Duodane, I suppose. It doesn't matter if you're controlling or on the side of the ally or enemy, any different army. It doesn't matter. Oh, they just charged in there. Run down a bunch of them. Tigre Coil on the way out. A shavel display. Again, if the captain does die in any sort of battle, it does mean very much the end. But not always, though. Not always. I've seen the AI pull back some amazing victories with just a captain, without any captains. Of course, giving a junior maybe a better captain might be something I might be worth doing in. But But then the AI
Only
tend to
half
keep
the
the
enemy force
generals slash
remains.
captains at the back anyway. But I think the captains just died so easily anyway. Regardless of what general they have, or what unit they have with them.
The enemy general
Ooh.
flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit.
Because in this
of his
situation, the general was just fleeing. Oh, that was almost a hit. Still a fight going on here with the foresters. But I think Dunn has just got the edge on them today. And I think
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time
I think that
to
is
press
it.
the attack.
I think. Yeah. That's them out, I think. I don't know if anyone else fighting. Oh, no. Oh, there's a fight over here. Dunn and the Raiders are fighting off against the Pan Spearmen. Giving it one last go, I think. For all their utter destruction. Again, the AI could do anything in a battle, so sometimes I don't... It's hard to, like... I'm not going to say, like, this faction is the best faction ever. After this has ended. It's just a case of this faction has performed the better one and has won the tournament, to be honest. I think the Hero Marchers are coming in for support now against the Raiders here. The last unit fighting, I'm pretty sure. So giving it a good old go, though, that's for sure. And I think they're wavering now. The Rohan Riders have come in.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Yeah, so Dunn has done quite well in this fight, but yeah, and see, I think their rework has really helped them out to gain the edge against Ender's Wife, I think. Which is interesting. The McKee 5 being run down there. Dunn did lose 50% of their army though. So they have done well, but they have paid for it. Yeah, they've got 96%. Yeah, so crushing defeat for Ender's Wife that. Dunn have definitely earned the victory, although I do wonder how they're going to fare now against the New Day. That would be the next one. Oh, they're just shooting them there on the way out. The guilds are making a run for it. See if they make it out there alive. I was like watching, like seeing which unit's gonna make it out alive. Think, come on, you can make it. Oh, they just got Heralds of the Twofold King. Oh, here's my chance to check the. Have they changed it? Oh, they've taken it out. No, that's this. Yeah, it's so high up. It's just, why couldn't you just put it at the bottom? Doesn't matter. It's just one of those minor things that I personally, if I was, making a unit and putting them into the game, I wouldn't put my name in there. It's just like, what the fuck? It's like if me and Keldo go around just putting our names on every single unit that we've done for the War of Conquest submod, or like any description we've edited ourselves. Unit description edited by Keldo. What the fuck? Oh, they just slowed down and then just got caught. No, not quite. I wanted to just keep going the way they were going, but okay. Which is Saraline Mercs are making a run for it. It always bugs me how, like, if you slow it down, their stick looks virtually... There's no movement of, like, the axe at all, it's just still. It's really weird. But it's slightly jittery now, but if you just... It just looks so still. Maybe chuckle a bit. Yeah, I think that definitely. Oh no, they just walk right past them. Okay. Shows how confident the AI is chasing down people, isn't it? Oh, they're dead. Oh, they died. They might make it though. Once that cavalry unit comes back. Yeah, it's coming. Well, let's slow down a bit. Seems the Mordag is actually faster. They were faster, then just let him run away. Just slow down every 5 seconds. Like, what are you doing? No, thank God they're chasing him as well. That's all they're doing. Just... They almost made it. If they sent the cavalry, they would have run them down and killed them, but they haven't. It's that one man. One man has made it out there alive. All the archers. That's what these guys are doing. You're literally at the... You're turning back. Go back the other way. Oh, you fools. Can that man make it out there alive? Surprised the come to watch this wrong man. He's making an escape, and then the enemy army is like over there. Is he gonna make it? Let's find out. For some reason, this guy, whoever the hell that is, they've just gone like. Yeah, they've just ignored those. Those guys have made a great escape. Whereas the other guy, I think he can make it. Depends how fast the cavalry goes. Did myself that peanut butter. Oh, you almost drank it as well. To be fair, this guy might make it, and those other guys might immediately get trampled on by the horses. Rickon Stark. Nah, he's made it. He's made it just about. You know, he's made it to freedom. Farewell, ahead of life, man. As for these guys, they could. Oh, where's they gone? Ah, there you go. Ah, but no idea. I've lost them. Oh, there you are. Potentially. That cavalry's coming their way. Who are you guys? Some foresters, I think. Oh, keep eye huntsman. Oh, no, they've just let him get away. Okay, fine. Too late.
The enemy are
Nope,
utterly
I think they shot him, actually.
vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest.
I'm
of
surprised it's
generals.
heroic as well. But anyway, guys, that is, of course, Dunland has indeed won that one, and Wife has got utterly crushed. 100 guys left from each battalion, and Dunland's still got over like, about 1,400, 1,300 each army, which is quite impressive. So the rework that Dunland's had in version 5 of DAC has really upped them with against Ed Wife, I think. But yeah. But anyway, before we wrap the episode up, we'll quickly do the last tally, which will mean that Dunland will go up against the Northern Dunedain. And of course, I won't feature the Oathbreakers. As tempting it is to see the Oathbreakers against the Dunlandans, I'm not going to do it because it's just way too overpowered. You can't kill the Oathbreakers. You okay there? Yeah, you can't kill the Oathbreakers. They are...
I wish my fishy friends.
Your fishy friends.
Yes.
Yeah, Kay did some fish movement today at work. She had a great time. But yeah, attack of 50, 157 defense. Yeah, too overpowered. So no, they will not be featuring. But that is all for now. I think that ends the video. The next battle we'll do next, if I just jump out of the game like that, shift tab, will be against Mordor and Angmar. So yeah, I'll do Mordor and Angmar next, and then we'll jump back to... Ow. Stop doing that. And then we'll go back to Breland and Eastlings of Rune. And that'll be... So I think I'll go back from like this side and then back to the other side to mix it up a bit. But that is all for now. Can you stop doing that? Let me know why ending the video. Okay, Lee, you've jolted my arm.
And I'll do it again.
Okay. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and hope you guys all enjoyed. And that's all for me. And you can say goodbye as well, Kaylee.
Bye.
Bye.